The following is a detailed story, so bear with me. So, I was in the final year of my engineering degree in Mumbai, and all my friends were getting ready for placements and some tearful goodbyes. There were 6 of us in my friend circle, 3 boys and 3 girls. We were all good friends, but I did have a crush on one of them. His name was Avinash. There was another boy named Vivek. He was a close friend, and we used to spend a lot of time with each other in college, but as college finished, I started to spend time with Avinash more and more. I used to meet Avinash daily. We would walk on the seashore, meet up for coffee, or we would simply go to watch a movie. As we got closer, Avinash asked me out. I was ecstatic, and I nervously accepted his proposal. He was my first love, and naively I had even started to think of marriage. Now one day, when we went out to see a movie, he received a call from an unknown number. He looked at me and then he cut the call. But calls kept coming from the same number. I asked him to pick it up as it was getting irritating, and he excused himself and went farther away to receive the call. When he returned, I asked him who it was and he told me that it was from work. As it was a Sunday, I asked him why someone would call him from work. And he seemed to get defensive and told me it was from work and not to bother him further. We got into a little argument after that, and then we ended up not watching the movie. But we soon made up afterward, and I forgot about the incident. Now one day, when I was in the market buying groceries, I met Vivek. It was great to meet him after so long, as it had been a few months since graduation. There was a coffee shop nearby, and he asked if I would join him. Having met him after so long, I could not refuse him. As we caught up on what we were up to these days, he suddenly told me that he loved me. His emotions were palpable. He told me he knew that we were friends but that he has always loved me. I told him that he knew already that Avinash and I were together. He looked down and said that Avinash, even though his friend was insincere to me and that he might be cheating on me. I was taken aback, but I did not pay him any heed and left instantly. Even though I did not doubt Avinash, Vivek's words stuck with me. One day as Avinash was doing some work, I secretly took his mobile phone and opened his WhatsApp. I saw that he had long chats with some girl under a false saved name. On checking his call logs, I saw that their conversations were 30 to 40 minutes long. I was shocked. I immediately faced him, to which he made some weak excuse, that she was from work and that those were business calls. I could tell he was lying from his facial expression. I recalled what Vivek had said about him cheating on me. I was heartbroken. He was my first love, and I did not know how to react to this betrayal. I was sad and could not sleep at night. I would barely eat any meals, and my heartbreak and negativity were palpable. My mother, who did know about Avinash, was worried for me and said that I looked paler and had huge dark circles. She tried to find out what was wrong with me, but I could not open up to her. Now I know my mother used this website called Astrologer, where she used to open up about her problems. With nowhere to turn to, I asked for her recommendation, and she told me that I should get my tarot cards to read to see why whatever happened to me was happening. As I was unwilling to meet anyone in person, I thought to connect with someone over the phone would be the best option. So, I went on the portal and contacted one of the astrologers. She had a calm voice, which immediately put me at ease. When I told her of my problems, she said that everything will be all right and that new love is already there and that I only need to welcome it into my life. At this moment, my thoughts immediately went to Vivek. In retrospect, I realized that he was always there for me, and I was the one who didn't notice it earlier. I called him soon after that. He helped me recover to my former cheerful self. Now many years later, I am happy to say that Vivek and I did get married and are parents of 2 children who keep us busy. I am grateful that my mom introduced me to the website and astrology itself, and I have been a believer in astrology since. I'll leave a link here to the site I use for your perusal, Astrologer. I hope it helps you as it has helped me.